Africa is justly famous for its diverse megafauna of grazers, browsers, scavengers, and predators. Tourists from around the world come to marvel at these animals. They see huge herds of buffalo, zebra, wildebeest, and many other grazing mammals, along with elephants, giraffes, kudu, and other browsers. These images cement the impression that the African savanna's ultimate function is to support this charismatic fauna of large animals. This impression could not be farther from the truth, for termites consume probably 10 times as much plant biomass as all the large vertebrates combined. Southern Africa alone hosts 42 genera of termites composed of hundreds of species. In reality, if it's made of cellulose, that most indigestible of plant materials, termites will eat it. Grass, wood, dead leaves, paper, cardboard, animal dung all disappear into the belly of the termite. Some termites forage in the open, some are secretive and cover what they're foraging on with a layer of mud walls. What mammals can compete with the intensity of this foraging? Perhaps the most remarkable of these termites that are those termites that have enlisted the help of fungi for digesting cellulose. Of these fungus gardening termites, the most spectacular are the species of Macrotermes. Their towering ventilation systems are among the most memorable features of many African landscapes. These colossal mounds dot the landscapes of sub-Saharan Africa and are easily visible from the air. On the ground, their number and size is visual proof of their enormous ecological role, far greater than all the large grazers and browsers combined. Knowing that these spires were built by insects, each weighing a few milligrams, makes them almost incomprehensible. On a trip to the central Kalahari Desert, I could not pass up an opportunity to dig into one of these nests to see what they hide. For practical reasons of time and effort, we selected a small mound. It's far better to view nest structure and contents from the side, so we first dug a pit to one side of the nest, then dug forward until we intersected the nest. A vertical section of the spire reveals large, smooth-walled spaces that extend from the top of the spire to deep in the ground. These beautiful walls were built of millions of tiny bits of mud and feces by millions of worker termites. About a meter below the spire lies the globular chamber that contains the fungus gardens, arranged on smooth, dividing floors. The ballpoint provides a scale. The base of the chimney into the spire is visible at the top. The fungus gardens are formed from wood that the termites have eaten, then defecated into pellets that they then form into these gardens. The The gardens are not attached to the floors, but stand on tiny little feet. The fungus thus inoculated continues digesting the wood and eventually forms fruiting bodies that the termites eat. The fungal metabolism produces huge amounts of carbon dioxide that would create a toxic atmosphere for the termites. The function of the spire is to ventilate the gardens and reduce the carbon dioxide to tolerable levels. Wind moving past the spire creates pressure fluctuations that draw the CO2 up the chimney and vent it to the atmosphere through the porous spire surface. We did not excavate the complete colony, for to do so would have killed it. Within an hour after we stopped, the termites had begun repairs. By the next morning, most of the ruptures had been closed in. A day later, only a few gardens were still exposed. Note the chimney at the top. Here workers are walling in one of the last openings. Mature colonies have well-maintained spires surrounded by a growing apron of soil eroded from the tower. But they don't live forever. There comes a time when maintenance begins to decline and the spires show increasing signs of erosion. Eventually the spire and the colony decline with age, until nothing but a worn, broken mound remains. To be further worn down by elephants relieving an itch. Until nothing but a memory remains. But the space vacated by the death of a colony makes way for the founding of a new one.